Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome here on Texarkana Game Day. We are live at Hawk Field, home of the 2021 defending state champs in classification 4A in the state of Texas. And do we have a game for you tonight? Crosstown rivals are meeting for the third time this season. We'll give you a little recap on what happened in game 1 and 2. And so the Hawks take game 1. It was played here at Hawk Field. And then Liberty Eylau bounces back and takes game 2 on their home turf. And so tonight we're back at Hawk Field for round number 3, a 3-game series, I guess you could call it, this season for both crosstown rivals. And so it is a gift for the Texarkana area and baseball fans, because not only are they playing twice this year, we're back for round number 3. And so Brian Volt going to bring you some live baseball action tonight right here on Texarkana Game Day. And tonight's game being brought to you by State Bank, your local bank for all of your personal and business banking needs. Visit statebankofdcab.com or stop by any of their various locations. State Bank, your family, your bank. And so as we get ready for first pitch here at Hawk Field, it's a beautiful Friday afternoon. It's about 80 degrees, and we're getting ready for the matchup of the night right here on Texarkana Game Day. We're bringing it to you live. Cal Jones steps up to the plate, and the first pitch of the ball game, he will foul off. Blake Jennings getting the start tonight for the Hawks, and so the umpire takes time, and so this one's going to be popped foul. So Cal Jones, the leadoff man, quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Blake Jennings on the mound for the Hawks. Josh Brown behind the plate, calling for a high fastball. It is a high fastball. It'll be on to the ground, over to Brenton Clark. He'll scoop it up and across the diamond for out number 1. So Brenton Clark moving over, playing some third base today. J.M. Long, the normal third baseman for the Hawks, going to move over to shortstop. Jarrett Halter at second. Alex Galvin at first base. Brock Bearden, the leader, out in center field for the Hawks. Cade McFadden over in left, and Traveler Couch in right field. This is going to bring up number 7, W.T. Jones, who will start on the mound tonight for the Leopards. He'll take the first one in there right at the knees for strike number 1. Blake Jennings, the ace for the Hawks this year. We've seen him go deep into each game that we've covered so far for PG. W.T. Jones, an ace for the Leopards. So 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the next one right at the knees, a fastball. Strike number 1. Going to even up our count, 1 ball and 1 strike. A packed house here at Hawk Field tonight. This one on the ground, over to J.M. Long. He'll take it off a 1 hop and across the diamond to Galvin for out number 2. A packed house here at Hawk Field. A lot of black and gold, a lot of maroon and white. We've got people everywhere tonight down both sides of the field. The stands are packed, and if you're watching at home, we sure do appreciate you for tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day. Make sure you like and share this feed so that everyone knows there's some live high school baseball tonight. That first fastball going to be low for ball number 1. Both teams coming into tonight's game with some impressive records. Liberty Eylau comes in District 15 4A in second place. They've got an 8-4 district record. They're 13-9-1 overall. Zach Fowler entering his 6th season as the head coach for the Leopards. The Leopards regional finalist last year, and speaking of regional finalists, they met the Hawks in the regional finals last year. They're led by 8th-year head coach Riley Fincher. The Hawks come into tonight's game leading District 15 4A with a 10-2 district record. They're 17-8 overall. So we are here probably going to have a slugfest tonight. This one over to J.M. Long. He'll get up the middle, scoop it up, and over to first base. And so no men left on, no runs scored. Pleasant Grove's coming to bat. We got more action coming back right here on Texarkana Game Day. It's Rivalry Friday. We'll see you right after this.
If you're thinking of building or remodeling, start your project with Raider Lumber and the Design Center. Our full-line lumber yards are stocked.
The Hawks coming to bat as we enter the bottom half of the first inning here. W.T. Jones on the mound for the Leopards tonight. That's Brenton Clark. He'll lead off for the Hawks. No runs scored in the top half of the inning by the Leopards. Brenton Clark fouls that one off for strike number one. This one's going to be high for ball number one. That'll even up our count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Clark, he's a sophomore. 15 stolen bases last year. Third team All-Stater. Not too shabby for a freshman. This year he's a sophomore and putting up some great stats as the leadoff man for the Hawks. That next pitch, breaking ball, going to be outside for ball number 2. WT going to work quick. He throws another one in the dirt. Going to bring our count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tuning in at home, we sure do appreciate you. Comment where you're watching from and who your favorite player is. We'll try to get you on the air here. And an off-speed pitch falls right in there at the knees, and that'll be the first strikeout today for W.T. Jones. And so 1 up and 1 down for the Leopards. It's going to bring up number 6, Alex Galvin, first baseman for the Hawks tonight. Alex, a senior this year. 19 stolen bases last year, right on pace to break that record this year. This first pitch he sees is going to be popped up, and it will drift back toward foul territory, toward fair territory, but it will be to the ground for strike number 1. Alex Galvin, an all-district player last year. Assuming he'll be an all-district or all-state player this year. That next fastball right at the knees, strike number 1. W.T. Jones putting on a show so far here in the first inning. So no men on, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first inning, W.T. Jones dealing it on the mound right now. This one going to be on the ground right past the first baseman, and he's dealing it. And Alex Galvin is going to have could have been a stand-up double, but he wants to get his pants dirty, so he slides in at second base. So the first hit of the ball game will go to the Hawks, and it's a double for Alex Galvin. So a 1-out double going to bring up Brock Bearden, the center fielder for the Hawks tonight. Galvin, a lot of speed on the bases. As we said, 19 stolen bases last season for Galvin. He's one of the 8 returning starters from that state championship team last year. First pitch to Bearden. It's going to be popped up to second base. That's Tristan Hall. Tristan Hall will make the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs here. That's going to bring up number 10, the 4-hole hitter, Traveler Couch. Traveler Couch coming up big in the series last year with some clutch hits as these two teams met in the regional finals. Traveler going to take his time and get comfortable up there in the box. First pitch to Couch, a breaking ball in the dirt. Galvin will not go. A nice job by Dylan Garton. Block that one up to keep Galvin from advancing over to third base. Coach Fowler and Coach Fincher both on the field coaching their kids hard. This game not only means a lot for bragging purposes, but for seeding down the road for the postseason. WT to the plate. It's belt high, but it's outside. That'll be ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes. WT spins off to look Galvin back to second base. So again, 2 balls and no strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Runner on second base. This one's going to be right back to the pitcher and over to first base, and that'll be the 3rd out. So 1 hit, 1 man left on, but we're still scoreless after 1 full inning right here at Hawk Field. If you're tuning in, you don't want to miss this. We have got the rivalry game right here on a beautiful Friday afternoon at Hawk Field. We even got Nick Reed out here working a camera for us. And so we'll be right back after these messages from our sponsor right here on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient.
Welcome back to Hawk Field, Texarkana Game Day. We're coming in hot with the 2nd inning. Flying in here for the first pitch, Gage Bellotti, number 23. He's the 4-hole hitter for the Leopards. He steps into the box, takes the first one low for ball number 1. Bellotti, the 15 4A pitcher of the year last year. This one going to be driven over to second base. Halter, he'll scoop it up and over to first base for the first out of the 2nd inning. Jarrett Halter, a freshman, second baseman. Likes a little Justin Bieber from what I hear, his walk-up song. They claim that it gets chosen for him, but I have gotten word from his father that he chose that. So we'll just put that out there for everybody to hear. Wind blowing out of the ballpark, so if somebody gets a hold of one, we might see some home runs out into the pine trees tonight here at Hawk Field. Top of the 2nd inning, 1 out. Blake Jennings still on the mound for the Hawks. A breaking ball there, swung on and missed. That's Crayson Battle. Crayson Battle up to the plate for the Leopards. Number 13, Brenton Pipes, awaits on deck. Xander Worthy in the hole, and that one right at the knees for strike number 3. And so just like in game 1 and 2, a pitcher's duel, Blake Jennings on the mound dealing it in the black and gold. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we appreciate you for tuning in for this Rivalry Friday baseball action. I think we are in for a good one. We're still scoreless after 1. We're here in the top of the 2nd inning. one hit apiece for both teams so far. So 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Number 13, Brenton Pipes at the plate. Xander Worthy, the designated hitter, awaits on deck. Blake Jennings still on the mound for the Hawks, doing a great job, senior pitcher. Blake Jennings, an all-district player last year, assuming he'll be an all-stater this year with the season that he's having on the mound and in the box. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Brenton Pipes. He takes that one high and inside for ball number 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. A big game, a big situation. Here's one right down the middle. He'll pop it up, but it'll be foul. A beautiful, sunny, warm Friday afternoon here at the ballpark. A little bit of a breeze blowing, and so this one going to be on the ground, scooped up by Brenton Clark, but it'll be foul. Got some Kona ice here at our table. Looks pretty good. Looks refreshing on this warm day. Nick Reed, he's looking over here wondering why he didn't get one. You can't work a camera with sticky fingers. So that one fouled to the backstop. Full count here to Brenton Pipes. Here's the pitch to him. It's on the ground over to Brenton Clark. He'll pick it up across the diamond and scooped up by Alex Galvin. And so no hits, no men left on, and we're still scoreless after 1.5. But the Hawks are coming to bat right after this. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more high school baseball right here on Texarkana Game Day.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Welcome back to Hawk Field. We're still scoreless after 1.5. This bottom half of the second inning is going to be brought to you by Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital. With their experienced physicians and great personal care, Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital is your superior choice for minor and major emergency needs. Stop by and see Dr. Young and his staff or give them a call at 903-838-8000. So with that one right there, it's popped out into center field, and a running, sliding catch there by Braylon Blair to stop the leadoff man from getting on base there. So a nice play by Braylon Blair. This one going to be a shot right over to Cal Jones. He makes a diving stop, and you talking about pumped up. Both of these teams are on fire right now with defensive plays. Nothing is getting through. So a great job there by Cal Jones. I hope that we got a picture of that. We've got some photographers out here that are getting pictures, and hopefully we got a picture of Cal Jones right there, full extension laid out there. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. A breaking ball falls in there for strike number 1. This is Blake Jennings, the starting pitcher for the Hawks. He'll take that one for strike number 1. Here's the second one. It's a fastball low and outside for ball number 1. Going to even up our count, 1 ball and 1 strike. W.T. Jones on the mound. Another breaking ball. This one in there at the knees for strike number 2. WT on the mound. The 1-2 pitch. It's another breaking ball. It's fouled to the backstop. Blake Jennings battling. Jennings, the senior pitcher for the Hawks. In a hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a sidearm pitch that gets a little bit wild. WT trying to show Jennings just a little different delivery there. Doesn't quite work out for him, and so it goes to the backstop, evens our count up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. It's a fastball spiked into the dirt, and so a nice at bat here by Blake Jennings to battle back from an 0-2 count. The count's now full, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. The pitchers battling. Here's a fastball right past Blake Jennings. 3 up and 3 down for the Leopards, and they're on fire right now. If you're looking for rivalry baseball, we've got it right here on Texarkana Game Day. Before we go to break, we want to remind you about the new Texarkana Game Day app. Go over and download the free Texarkana Game Day app in the App Store. You can keep up with all of your local high school athletic news. You can also stream games like tonight through the app. So go over and download that. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back right here with some more Texas high school baseball, your #1 source for high school athletics, Texarkana Game Day.
If you're thinking of building or remodeling, start your project with Raider Lumber and the Design Center. Our full-line lumber yards are stocked with the building materials you need for your project. The Design Center offers doors and windows, flooring, cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and more. And our team will help guide your project every step of the way. Take advantage of our custom kitchen design service. We'll help visualize your project with a 3D rendering of how your new space will look. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a Day 1 sponsor of Texarkana Game Day.
Welcome back to Texarkana Game Day. We're live here with some rivalry baseball. Liberty Eylau comes across town to take on the home team tonight, the Pleasant Grove Hawks. We are scoreless after 2 full innings. We're headed to the top of the 3rd. Number 15, Xander Worthy, is going to take the first fastball from Blake Jennings for strike number 1. If you're tuning in, we appreciate you for watching here on Texarkana Game Day. I'm going to get to some of these comments here in just a second when we have a break in action. We've got some of our great sponsors tuning in tonight. You know, we're sure missing Mr. Jay Davis here tonight to help me out with the broadcast, and so he left me to go to Dad's Day with his daughter at college. So I don't know who's going to have more fun, us or him, but Jay Davis is going back to college. Next fastball right down the middle for strike number 2. Going to even up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Worthy. Worthy, the designated hitter. He's a senior as well. Lots of seniors on the field tonight. This one going to be right up the middle to the pitcher, and he'll sling it over to first base. A nice job there by Blake Jennings coming off the mound to scoop that one up for the first out of the 3rd inning. So that's going to bring up number 18, Ron Garza. Ron Garza, he's an honorable mention all-district player from last year. Plays right field for the Leopards. Blake Jennings still on the mound for the Hawks. He throws one, and this one's going to be over to shortstop. J.M. Long will scoop it up. And that catch will bring Alex Galvin off the base. He'll be safe at first base, and so it'll go on the scorebook as an E6. First error of the ball game chalked up to the Hawks. J.M. Long just a little off with that throw to Galvin. So lots of fans tuning in here. We got Liberty Eylau fans. We got PG fans. Lots of people here in person. Lots of people tuning in. I think we're in for a good one. It at least has been so far for 2 full innings. Number 16, Tristan Hall. He's the second baseman tonight for the Leopards. He's up to bat. First pitch to him, right down the middle. Strike number 1. So Howe takes that one for strike number 1. No balls and 1 strike to Tristan Howe. Runner goes. The hit and run was on. That one's going to be fouled over the backstop. And so no harm, no foul, but it'll be chalked up as a strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Tristan. That next fastball is going to be high for ball number 1. One ball and 2 strikes. Tristan Hall. Throw down to first base, not quite in time. Alex Galvin tries to get the tag down, but he's called safe. Ron Garza slides back into first base safely. So time is called. Coach Fowler didn't like what he saw. They'll call time and step out of the box, and Blake Jennings will regroup. Tristan Hall will step back in, and we're back to play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a pick over to first base, and he's called out. Ron Garza gets called out at first base. A couple pick moves, and the crowd comes alive. At least one side does. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hall. That one going to be high, going to bring our count full. Cal Jones, the leadoff man, awaits on deck. Here's a pitch to him. It's a line drive, but it's right to Alex Galvin. And so 1 hit, no men left on, no runs scored after 2.5. We're still scoreless here at Hawk Field, but the Hawks are coming to bat. And the red-hot Liberty Eylau Leopards are taking the field. We're going to be right back after these short messages from our sponsors, and we're going to bring you more rivalry baseball right here on Texarkana Game Day. Welcome back to Hawk Field, where we're scoreless after 2.5. We're headed to the bottom of the 3rd with that pitch right there. That's going to be number 3, the catcher, Josh Brown. He's up to bat. W.T. Jones still on the mound for the Leopards. He's feeling it tonight. That fastball going to be low for ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes. We got some people tuning in here on Facebook. We appreciate you for tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day. Make sure you comment where you're watching from. We always like to see that and who your favorite player is, or at least which team you're cheering for, and we'll try to get your name on the air as soon as we have a stoppage in the action. But so far, it has been all gas and no brakes. We are flying right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one going to be swung on, and another strikeout for W.T. Jones. Josh Brown goes down with a big swing and a miss for the first out. The bottom of the third. That's going to bring up left fielder number 1, Cade McFadden. Maddie Pipes. I can only assume which one's her favorite player. This one is going to scorch the center fielder, Braylon Blair, and Cade McFadden. Man, he's got some speed. He scoots around all the way to second base, and the PG dugout comes alive. They're up on the poles. So another hit chalked up for the Hawks. They've had 2 hits so far in the ball game, but still no runs scored. But there's only 1 out. Cade McFadden has got some speed on him, and so a deep fly ball or a base hit will definitely advance him. He's the guy that's going to be tagging for sure. Brenton Clark, leadoff man, he struck out at the beginning of the game. This one going to get past the catcher. Cade McFadden will advance over to third base, and so the first man that we've had in scoring position tonight, at least over at first base. We got Don Williams tuning in, says he's a longtime Hawk fan. He's watching from Sunnyvale, Texas. We appreciate all of our folks tuning in. We got a lot of Liberty Eylaus, a lot of PGs. We got Tony Langford, number 1 roofer in Texarkana. He's tuning in. We appreciate Tony Langford for all that he does for Texarkana Game Day, and I personally appreciate Tony for fixing my roof anytime that it leaks. You need a new roof or just need somebody to come out and inspect it for you, Tony, give Tony Langford a call. He'll come out and he'll be honest with you. So, let's see if we can read a couple more of these while we've got time here. We got Linda Case. She says it's full tilt, and it has. It's been full tilt so far for both teams in tonight's ball game. So we're back to action. W.T. Jones on the mound for LE. This one going to be lifted out to right field. Ron Garza, he'll get under it. He'll make the catch. Cade McFadden will tag from home, and there will be no throw. So there's the first run of the ball game, and it'll be chalked up to the black and gold. Pleasant Grove goes ahead by 1 here in the bottom of the third. So 2 outs. Brenton Clark, the leadoff man, with the sac fly. It's going to bring up Alex Galvin, and he's a guy that's going to be swinging the bat anytime he gets in the box. And the first pitch he sees, he hacks it over the backstop foul. So no balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the third, the Hawks leading by 1. W.T. Jones, the 0-1 pitch, and it's a nice off-speed pitch. Big swing and a miss by Galvin. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's a fastball. It's belt high, but it's a little outside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Galvin. Galvin, the all-district player from last year. Assume he will be again this year. This one on the inside corner, right at the knees, and he rings him up. The Hawks not worried about that 1 run. They're fired up coming off the field. Coach Fowler getting his guys pumped up, and they're coming to bat. When we come back from these messages right here on your number 1 source for high school athletics, Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room, and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Welcome back to Hawk Field, and we are entering the top half of the fourth inning. Number 22, the leadoff man, Cal Jones. He'll take the first fastball right across the knees for strike number 1. So the Hawks, they get on the board first in the bottom of the third. Liberty Eylau looks to answer here in the top of the fourth. Cal Jones wishing that he had that one back. He wanted to take that one, but those are not fun to take off the old ankle bone. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Cal Jones. Next fastball, big swing and a miss. Strike number 2. W.T. Jones awaits on deck. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Blake Jennings, the ace on the mound for the Hawks. Here's an off-speed pitch, and it's going to hit Cal Jones, so the leadoff man with lots of speed. He's on the base for the Leopards. So a leadoff hit by pitch. And Cal Jones. W.T. Jones up to bat now. Here's one right down the line. It's fair down the third base line. Cal Jones, he's around all the way to third base, and he's in there safely. The Jones brothers right here in the top half of the fourth inning. 2 base hits. 1 hit by pitch, and then a nice stand-up double for W.T. Jones, and just like that, Liberty Eylau's got 2 runners in scoring position. We've got a little break in the action as Coach Fincher's going to go out and talk with his pitcher, Coach Fowler, with his batter. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Gregor Auto Group. Are you in the market for a new auto? Gregor Auto Group is exceeding expectations from sales to service. Go view the wide selection offered by Gregor Auto Group at gregorauto.com. We appreciate all of our sponsors here at Texarkana Game Day. Time is called at the plate. That's going to be number 3, Braylon Blair, 2021 Defensive Player of the Year for District 15 4A. First pitch to him's outside for ball number 1. Cal Jones stands on third base. W.T. Jones on second base. No outs.
Work it, B, work it.
Big opportunity here for the Leopards. Second pitch to Blair, a breaking ball outside. He takes it for ball number 2.
Slow down, Blair, get ready.
2 balls and no strikes, no outs here. Braylon Blair at the plate, a big opportunity for him. A lot of speed from Blair. Third ball in a row, it's high, ball number 3. 3 balls and no strikes, and Coach Fowler points at him and tells him it's all him right here, so don't be surprised if you see Braylon Blair take a swing at a pitch right down the middle. Big time situation for Liberty Eylau. A lot of people tuning in. Terry Brooks, appreciate you for tuning in. Matt Riddle. Here's the pitch. It's driven out into the outfield, and it's going to be all the way to the wall. The Leopards are going to score 2. Braylon Blair with a stand-up double. The Leopards take the lead. A 2-run stand-up double by the reigning defensive player of the year for 15-4A, Braylon Blair. So he clears the bases. And he'll stand at second base with number 23, Gage Bellotti, at the plate. Still no outs. Like we told you before the game, we anticipated this one to be a slugfest, back and forth all night, and so far they have not disappointed. A great atmosphere here for some high school baseball at Hawk Field. The stands are full. That pitch going to hit Bellotti in the foot, and he'll trot down to first base. Bellotti on first, Blair on second. Crayson Battle coming to the plate. The Leopards, they're feeling it right now, and a chance to add to their lead. Crayson Battle going to step out. Coach Fowler going to get his call. Crayson, he'll step back in. Blake Jennings on the mound, no outs. First pitch, it's a fastball. He's going to square around the bunt. He will not get it down. He did square around. That'll go down as strike number one. The throw down to second base, not near in time to get Blair. A lot of speed from Blair. You're not going to get him on a throw from home to second. That one high for ball number one. Going to even up our count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Big opportunity to add to the lead here for the Leopards. Jennings, the 1-1 pitch to the plate. It's a breaking ball, swung on and missed by Battle. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Both teams with 2 hits in the ball game so far. One ball, 2 strikes. Blake Jennings trying to battle back here. Crayson Battle trying to get some more runs in for the Leopard. Here's a breaking ball. It's going to be a slow roller down the third baseline, but it will go foul. The Liberty Eylau fans and the dugout, they're pumped up right now, trying to cheer their left fielder to a base hit. No outs, so a deep fly ball. 2 guys with speed assume that they'll tag. This one going to be right back to Blake Jennings. It'll be 1 out. It'll be 2 outs. And Crayson Battle with a hard hit line drive right back up the middle. I thought it was going to be through and score the run from second base. A great hit by Battles there, but just an even better play by Blake Jennings. Reflexes just to throw that glove out there and make the catch. And he'll double up Braylon Blair at second base. And so a big, big time play right there by Blake Jennings to try to stop the bleeding. Britton Pipes, he'll step into the box and he'll take the first fastball knee high for strike number 1. Gage Bellotti still standing on first base, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Here's an off-speed pitch. It's going to be fouled. Coach Fincher going to come out and scoop up that foul ball. So no balls and 2 strikes. Brenton Pipes. Blake Jennings trying to get out of this inning with only 2 runs given up. That one a little low and outside for ball number 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jennings, the 1-2 pitch. It's to the plate, and it bounces off the catcher, and it'll roll all the way over to the wall. Gage Bellotti has his first stolen base of the night. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Pipes. Here's a fastball to him. It's up the middle. Gage Bellotti, he's being waved around. He's coming all the way in.
Let's go!
And Liberty Eylau will extend their lead with another double by Brenton Pipes. And the Liberty Eylau fans in dugout, they are pumped up. They lead 3-1 over the Hawks here in the top of the fourth. And they're not done yet. One more run comes across Brenton Pipes, a double. He stands out at second base. That's going to bring up Xander Worthy, the designated hitter. Time will be called at the plate. Jennings, he started on the mound for the Hawks, still on the mound. First fastball to Worthy. He'll foul it over the third base dugout for strike number one. If you're just now tuning in, we've got a back and forth ball game, and right now the Leopards from Liberty Eylau are on fire. This one, another base hit over the second baseman's head. He's going to be waved around. There's going to be a play at the plate. It's not going to be in time. A head-first slide by Brenton Pipes, and he comes across for the fourth run of the ball game for Liberty Eylau. Liberty Eylau, 4 runs here in the top of the fourth, and they're not done yet. Worthy stands over at first base, and that's going to bring up number 18, the 8-hole hitter, Ron Garza. Ron Garza, he's an honorable mention all-district player from last year. We're going to have a pitching change. Looks like Jarrett Halter will come in for Pleasant Grove. We're going to take a short break while we've got a pitching change going on. But before we go, we want to give a big shout out to some of our sponsors. Our commercial National Bank scoreboard sponsor each and every night. We sure do appreciate them for giving you all the scores. And so, nope, we are not going to have Jarrett Halter. Jarrett Halter is going to come off the field. We're going to have some rearranging around the infield. But we're going to take a short break. We'll get you all the numbers when we come back right here on Texarkana Game Day.
If you're thinking of building or remodeling, start your project with Red River Lumber and the Design Center. Our full-line lumber yards are stocked with the building materials you need for your project. The Design Center offers doors and windows, flooring, cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and more. And our team will help guide your project every step of the way. Take advantage of our custom kitchen design service. We'll help visualize your project with a 3D rendering of how your new space will look. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a Day One sponsor of Texarkana Game Day.
Welcome back to Texarkana Game Day. Boy, do we have a good one for you tonight. The Liberty Eylau Leopards lead 4-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. And they're not done yet. Ron Garza, he's coming up to bat, but we've got a pitching change. Lance Jackson going to come in to pitch for the Hawks of Pleasant Grove. If you're tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, or through the Game Day app, we sure do appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you like and share this feed. Also, give us some comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Matt Riddle, he's still shouting out more of those American Legion Razorbacks. We got Terry Roberts tuning in. We appreciate everybody for tuning in here on Texarkana Game Day. Being brought to you by State Bank, Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, Gregor Auto Group, and Texana Bank. And each and every week, our commercial National Bank scoreboard. And so we're back to action. Big number 21, he's on the mound. That's Lance Jackson. Ron Garza, the 8-hole hitter for the Leopards. He'll step up to bat with 2 outs. Here in the top of the fourth, Liberty Eylau scoring 4 runs here in the top of this inning. And Xander Worthy showing off the speed down to second base. So more action in the bullpen. First 2 pitches from Jackson are in the dirt for 2 balls. So again, a runner in scoring position for the Leopards. 3rd pitch, right at the knees, strike number 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. So we're going to have time. Coach Fowler's going to send in a runner for his DH. So Xander Worthy will come off the field. Can you see a number out there? It looks like number 12. We're going to call it number 12. Hunter Morse. If it's not Hunter, he's going to get called for it. So here's one, a slow roller down the third base line. Brenton Clark bare hands it. He throws it over to first base for the out, but not after 4 hits, 4 runs scored, and 1 man left on. Liberty Eylau, they're back on top. The Hawks coming to bat. We'll be back with more Texarkana Game Day right after this. Welcome back to Hawk Field, where the Leopards from Liberty Eylau are on top 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The 3-hole hitter, Brock Bearden, he's the center fielder. He's an honorable mention All-State center fielder. He'll step up to bat for the Hawks. Second pitch to him at the knees for strike number 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Brock Bearden. If you're just now tuning in, we have got a slugfest going on between the crosstown rivals, the visiting Liberty Eylau Leopards, and the home team tonight, the Pleasant Grove Hawks. That one going to fall for ball number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brock Bearden. Here's a pitch, fastball a little high, ball number 3, and so that'll bring our count full. Nate Moore tuning in. An old Liberty Eylau baseball player. That one will be lifted out to right field, and Braylon Blair will come all the way over and make the catch right in front of the Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital sign. So number 10, Traveler Couch, he's the right fielder tonight. He'll come in and bat from the left side of the plate. First pitch he sees, he drives out to Braylon Blair again. Braylon will camp under it, and he'll make the second out, the bottom of the 4th. So 2 up and 2 down. See, Landon Jackson is tuning in now, his brother on the mound for the Hawks. Liberty Eylau leading 4-1. They score all 4 runs in the top of the 4th. Here in the bottom of the 4th, 2 quick outs. Number 7, J.M. Long, he steps in from the left side of the plate. W.T. Jones doing a great job tonight for L.E. on the mound. Here's an off-speed pitch. It's going to be on the ground over to the first baseman. He'll scoop it up. Gage Bellotti, he'll throw it to W.T. Jones for the 3rd out of the inning. And you talking about red hot. Liberty Eylau is on fire right now. They lead 4-1. We'll be back with more baseball action right after this.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Welcome back to Hawk Field. It's Texarkana Game Day, and tonight's broadcast being brought to you by Browning Homes. Are you looking to build on your land or interested in a new custom home in a great local neighborhood? Browning Homes can help. They currently have homes available in the beautiful Mallard Pond subdivision. Give Kevin Browning and his team a call at 903-793-1739 to start your adventure toward your dream home today with Browning Homes. We appreciate them for being a sponsor of Texarkana Game Day, and so we're headed to the top of the fifth inning where the Liberty Eylau leads 4-1. First pitch to Tristan Hall is going to be lifted out to center field, and Brock Bearden will make easy work of that for out number one. I want to give a big shout out to all of our Texarkana Game Day crew here tonight. We've got Cam over here on the ones and twos, and we've got multiple cameramen all around the stadium taking pictures, getting video, getting highlights. And there's a lot of other people here. So we appreciate all of the crew for showing up tonight to bring you some Rivalry Friday high school baseball here in Texarkana. So number 22, the leadoff man, Cal Jones, he'll step up to the plate. He's got 1 ball and no strikes. Second pitch to him is right down the middle, a fastball at strike number 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Jones. Both teams with a big win tonight could move around in the seeding for the postseason. This one, a line drive right up the middle. And that's going to be through for a base hit for Cal Jones, his second of the night. He's on base. W.T. Jones coming up to bat. This is how it all started last inning. Cal Jones gets on base, and W.T. comes in with another big hit. We might have another pitching change. Coach Fincher going to come out and talk with Lance Jackson, and we will. And as we take a break on the mound, we're going to stay here with you. We're going to do a little talking. Both teams sitting in the top of District 15 4A, Pleasant Grove. They're in the first position, a 10-2 district record. And then the Liberty Eylau Leopards, they're sitting in second place, at least for the time being. Tonight's ball game will not lift them into first place, but it will go a long way into moving them up in the seeding for postseason play. They've got an 8-4 district record, again, sitting in second place. But right now, they've got 5 hits in the ball game. The bats have just been working for them. They've got a runner on first. Cal Jones, W.T. Jones coming up to bat here in just a few moments. We appreciate everyone from tuning in. Comment and let us know who your favorite team is and where you're watching from. We like to see where everybody's watching from because there's a lot of people that tune in from around Texarkana and all of the areas. So Billy Lavender, he's tuning in, watching from Texas, over at Texas High and Mount Pleasant. So he's got him a little vacation tonight. We're going to have a new pitcher in the ball game. Number 15, I believe Clint Baird. Clint Baird, you called it just a second ago. You wanted the lefty. Coach Fincher said you got it. So Murray, the lefty for Pleasant Grove, he comes in. One out, a runner on first. That one called a foul ball. Don't believe it. Don't believe it touched the bat there, but nonetheless, if it's called on the field, that's what it is. So it's a foul ball. The runner will come back to first base. This is W.T. Jones, starting pitcher tonight for the Leopards. Big lefty. Murray, he's on the mound. Second pitch. It's high. Ball number 2. Excuse me. Gonna even up our count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Our infield will stay the same for the Hawks. Aiden Murray, he'll come in to pitch. The only change that we'll have in the Hawks lineup. Here's the third pitch. It's an off-speed pitch. It falls right in there at the knees for strike number 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to W.T. Jones.
That third one's going to be yours.
Aiden Murray, the left-hander, on the mound for the Hawks. Time's going to be called at the plate. Murray taking a little extra time. Thank you to Miss Game Day for bringing me a cup of ice so that I can get my drink cold over here. Got a little hot out here with this springtime, summertime weather. Murray will throw over to first base, and Jones will slide back in safely. If you're just tuning in, one Jones brothers on first base, one's in the batter's box. Both of them scored in the last inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes to W.T. Jones. The runner goes, a big swing and a miss. And it's going to be a double play. A strikeout and a throw out at second base. So 1 hit, no men left on. That's going to be the third out here in the top of the 5th inning. We're headed to the bottom. The Hawks coming to bat, trying to get some runs on the board. We'll be back with your number 1 high school athletic source, Texarkana Game Day.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
I was trying to find Morgan, told him I'm sorry.
Welcome back to Hog Field, where Liberty Eylau still leads 4-1. As we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, the Leopards score all 4 runs in the top of the 4th. The 1 run that the Hawks have tonight, they scored in the bottom of the 3rd, and we've had a couple base hits, but man, nothing can get across the plate right now. Tonight's ball game being brought to you by State Bank, your local bank for all of your personal and business banking needs. Go by and see Mr. Joe and Jason and Jay and all the kind folks, and Brock over at State Bank. We sure do appreciate them for being a great sponsor for Texarkana Game Day. State Bank, your family, your bank. And so that first pitch right there will begin play for the bottom of the 5th inning. Number 24, Cade Martin, he's the designated hitter. He'll step up to the plate for the Hawks. That one going to be in there for ball number 2. Kind of catches the catcher in the shoulder just a bit, so we'll have a stoppage in play for just a second to check on him. So Dylan Garton, he's okay. He's a tough kid. We're right back to play. That one going to be right down the middle for strike number 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike here to Cade Martin. He's going to call time. W.C. Jones still on the mound for the Leopards. There's a fastball, but it's high for ball number 3. 3 balls and 1 strike if you're just now tuning in. We appreciate you for watching here on Texarkana Game Day. We got a packed crowd, sold-out crowd here at Hawk Field. Standing room only. This one going to be driven out into left field, and the leadoff man, Cade Martin, will have a base hit. Let's see. Jay Davis. He's not in Austin, Texas. He's on the outskirts of Austin, Texas. We got some people tuning in from Florida, Hockley, Texas, Fayetteville. Katie Barnett tuning in from one of the best cities in the U.S. of A. I'm assuming she's talking about Fayetteville, Arkansas. I know of one other Fayetteville, but surely Fayetteville, Arkansas. So we've got Garrett Brooks. Cam, can you hear me? We've got Garrett Brooks tuning in from MK Air Base in Romania. It is 3 a.m. where he is. We appreciate you, Mr. Brooks, for tuning in and watching this. And we appreciate your service for our country. Tuning in all the way from Romania. We've got people watching everywhere. Yeah, Katie Barnett. Yeah, that's right. Fayetteville, Arkansas. So Tony Langford giving me a little info here. We appreciate you, Tony. Garrett, the brother of Colby Brooks. So here's one right back to the pitcher, over to second base. There will be one out. He's going to be safe at first. So they'll get one out at second base. W.T. Jones scoops it up, throws it over to his brother Cal Jones at second base. They flip it over to Gage Bellotti at first, but not quite in time. And so the runner at first base will be safe. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 3, Josh Brown. So if you're wondering why we throw that music in there every little bit, is because we want to drown out some of the sounds around here, whether it's other music or what. This lifted deep out to Braylon Blair, and he makes the catch right at the wall. That wind was blowing out, and it carried all the way out to the Waka sign. And he makes the catch right up against the wall, and that's why he is your 2021 Defensive Player of the Year. What a heck of a center fielder that he is. Just a ball player all around. Great ball player. So we got Stephanie Jackson. She's watching all the way from Texarkana, Arkansas. Across town. My hometown. Over on the Arkansas side. We appreciate everyone for tuning in. Michael Brown, we appreciate you for tuning in. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Throw over to first base, and he'll slide back in safely. Cade McFadden up to bat now for the Hawks. The runner goes, but that pitch will be fouled to the backstop. So no balls and 2 strikes to McFadden. David Briggs cheering on Liberty Eylau from Hooks, Texas. So we have got a packed crowd here at Hawk Field, and we've got a packed crowd that's watching online, so we appreciate everyone for tuning in. Runner does not go. This one's going to be a base hit, a 2-out hit by Cade McFadden. He'll drive one out to left field, and 2 outs with the leadoff man coming to bat, and there's a runner on first and second for the Hawks. Sorry, Cam there. I had to get me a little drink, so I couldn't talk over the music. So DJ Cam on the 1s and 2s, just throwing a little mixture in there for you every now and then. So Brenton Clark, 1-hole hitter for the Hawks. He's up to bat. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Brenton Clark, I believe, is committed to play for the Hogs. the Hogs up there in Fayetteville, where Katie's watching from. One of the best infielders around in the region and in the state of Texas. Batting from the left side of the plate, and so here's the next pitch to him. It's an off speed, and it's outside for ball number 2. If you did not get to catch round 1 and round 2 of these two teams playing each other, it come down to the last 2 innings in the first matchup and the last inning of our last matchup. And this one right here is not far behind. A great matchup. And so a big swing and a miss there by Brenton Clark. The Hawks, 2 men on. They're battling with 2 outs, trying to get some runs across the board. Bottom of the 5th here, and the Leopards are leading 4-1. Next pitch off speed. It's driven up the middle, and here comes a play at the plate. No, he's going to hold him up. And just like that, the bases are loaded. We've got us a ball game. Alex Galvin can come up with a huge hit right here that could possibly score 2. Caden McFadden has got a lot of speed standing out on second base. But the Leopards playing lights out on defense right now, and so it's going to have to be a great hit to get past this Leopard defense right now. So we're going to have time called. Both teams with 5 hits so far here in the game. 2 outs. The bases are loaded. So while we've got a break, we want to mention some more of our sponsors here on Texarkana Game Day as DJ Cam give us a little groove. Our game time sponsors: Conterra, Dr. Pepper, Browning Homes, Express Employment, Kelly Ashbrook State Farm, Sports Magic, Livewire, Red River Lumber, Phone Pros, TXK Marketing, and Complete Computing Solutions. All right, and we're back to action. First pitch, a big swing. Fouled into the glove of Dylan Garton. This is the 2-hole hitter, number 6, Alex Galvin. Alex, a senior all-district player. Second pitch to him's an off-speed pitch. It's going to be high for ball number 1. Going to even up our count. 1 ball and 1 strike. And so if we've got any golfers that are watching, make sure before we go to our next commercial break, I'm going to give you some info about some good golfing that's going to be going on here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. So 1 ball and 2 strikes as that one's fouled to the backstop. Bases are loaded. The atmosphere here, what a great baseball atmosphere. Loaded stands, people standing down the sides of the field. Packed house. There's an off-speed pitch, and it's outside for ball number 2. Going to even up our count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Alex Galvin. If you're watching at home, we sure do appreciate you for tuning in. The 2-2 pitch. This one's driven out into shallow right field, and it's down. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And Alex Galvin, Mr. Clutch, he's flexing at second base. And folks, I told you before the game, Game 1 and Game 2 only built up to a matchup tonight that is going to be for the ages. And the Hawks are right back in the ball game with a runner on second and third. Brock Bearden coming up to bat. Man, we have got a slugfest going on here. Both teams playing lights out. So Brock Bearden, the center fielder, he'll step up to bat for the Hawks. W.T. Jones still dealing on the mound. Brock Bearden He's an All-State honorable mention from 2021. Off-speed pitch, falls at the knees, strike number 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Bearden. There's another off-speed, same pitch, same result. Strike number 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bearden. W.T. Jones, he's feeling it on the mound. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. Here's a big pitch. It's right back to W.T. He'll take it over to first base. 3 hits, 2-run score. 2 men left on. We have got a ball game. Hawks, Leopards will be back. 6th inning coming up right here on Texarkana Game Day. Welcome back to Hawk Field, where we have a slugfest going on here between 2 heavyweight contenders. We're headed into the top of the 6th inning, where Braylon Blair comes to bat. He's had a heck of a game so far. Braylon Blair, the 2021 Defensive Player of the Year for 15-5A, and man, he has shown it tonight. A great catch by him, and just a dirty breaking ball there by Mr. Murray. LE leads by 1. This one going to be popped up. It will get foul for strike number 2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Braylon Blair. Mr. Doty on the field getting some nice camera action. We're going to have to get him a helmet with a face mask. The 0-2 pitch. It's an off-speed pitch. It's driven out into the outfield. And Brock Bearden come from his center field position and make the catch for out number 1. That's going to bring up Gage Bellotti. I don't know what food I'm smelling, but it smells good. Popcorn. Is that what it is? Popcorn. Maybe I'm just real hungry. First pitch to Bellotti. Almost called a strike there. He said it was a little out. So Murray, the left-hander, on the mound for the Hawks. Second pitch to him will be popped up in foul territory over to the first baseman. And the catch will be made by Alex Galvin, the first baseman for the PG Hawks. That'll be out number 2. So Crayson Battle will step up to the plate now. Britton Pipes, he's on deck. If you're just now tuning in, boy, we've got a great game back and forth going on.
Let's go, Battle. Come on, Battle. Hey, sitting on it right here. Sitting on it right here.
First one called ball number 1 from Murray. Murray's second pitch. It's going to be on a check swing. And that one will go right back to Mr. Murray, and he'll flip it over to first base. And so No hits, no men left on. Nobody scores here in the top of the 6th. LE's heading to the field, and the Hawks are coming to bat. We've got a one-run ball game. Come on back right after this.
If you're thinking of building or remodeling, start your project with Red River Lumber and the Design Center. Our full-line lumber yards are stocked with the building materials you need for your project. The Design Center offers doors and windows, flooring, cabinetry, countertops, appliances, and more. And our team will help guide your project every step of the way. Take advantage of our custom kitchen design service. We'll help visualize your project with a 3D rendering of how your new space will look. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a Day One sponsor of Texarkana Game Day.
Welcome back to Hawk Field. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. Liberty Eylau leads 4-3. We got number 10. That's Traveler Couch, the right fielder tonight for the Hawks. He's coming up to bat. W.T. Jones, the starting pitcher for the Leopards. He's still on the mound, pitching a fantastic game so far. First pitch to Couch. Leadoff base hit. And just like that, it's back and forth and back and forth. If you're not here, you should be. Well worth the ticket price. Do they even charge to get in here? Do they? Okay, well, it's well worth the ticket price. Whatever they charge. So number 7, the shortstop tonight, J.M. Long. He'll come up to bat. Leadoff hit by Traveler Couch. He's at first base, a one-run ball game. Victor wants to know about that golf info. I forgot all about that, didn't I? Man, the game is just, it's going back and forth. It's impressive, man. I'm enjoying. I really just want to be a fan, but both great teams, as we talked about on the pregame show. For someone like me that's not from here, it's great because I can cheer for both teams. So he'll pick off over there with Traveler Couch. Victor, I will get to that golf info next time we have a break. I'm going to write myself a note right now. So 1 ball and 1 strike to J.M. Long. No outs. The leadoff man stands on first base. Battling back and forth. W.T. Jones. 1-1 pitch. Catches J.M. Long on the leg, and the first 2 batters of the 6th inning, the bottom of the 6th inning, are going to be put on base. Coach Fowler, he wants to take a little time and go talk to his pitcher. So while we've got time here, I'm going to tell you about that golf. So the Greater Texarkana Young Professionals are putting on a golf tournament that is coming up on May the 26th. If you don't know what the Greater Texarkana Young Professionals is, it's the 2021 Texarkana Nonprofit of the Year. And so they're having a golf tournament. The proceeds from the golf tournament go to scholarships that are given out to local seniors from all of our local high schools. It is open to all of Bowie and Miller County high schools. This year there was $4,000 of scholarships given out to local high school seniors from the Greater Texarkana Young Professionals. And so if you are interested, you can give me a call at Shelter Insurance. You don't have to buy any insurance. You can just sign up for the golf team. It's $300 per team or $500 for a corporate sponsorship. Get you a whole sponsor, a team, a tent space out there on the golf course. And also get you a couple memberships if you have anybody that works for your business. A couple memberships to the GTYP organization. My number, if you want to look it up, at Shelter Insurance, 870-772-0313. You can give me a call at my office, and I will happily get you put down for a team at our benefit tournament. It's coming up May the 26th at New Haven over on the Arkansas side. New Haven, a great sponsor with GTYP, and so it's a great tournament. You'll get some free food, some free other things. And so it's a great time to come out and support your local nonprofits, and all of your proceeds go toward the nonprofit to where GTYP gives back different amounts of money each quarter to other nonprofits. So not only are we a nonprofit, but we give back money to other nonprofits, and then we also give out scholarships. So give me a call over at Shelter Insurance, 870-772-0313, and we'll get you hooked up for the GTYP golf tournament. And I guess while we're talking about my phone number, if you're interested in any insurance and you live over on the Arkansas side, sorry we don't sell Texas. I wish we did, but we, yeah, they're playing a little music here trying to get the fans into it. Let's see. Oh, Cam was the only one that screamed. So, but yeah, if you're interested in insurance and you live in Arkansas, give me a shout over at Shelter Insurance for all your auto, home, and life needs. Brian Bolt, Shelter Insurance. Jay Davis, I see you commenting there. Jay Davis, he does a lot for GTYP, so we appreciate Mr. Davis. Matt Riddle, we're not giving out info on any other golf tournaments right now. Just kidding. They got a golf tournament going on. It looks like tomorrow, so great notice here for anybody that wants to sign up. I'm giving you plenty of notice for ours. It's March 26th, but we're going to get back to some baseball action now. So Cal Jones going to come in for the Leopards. He and his brother just going to switch spots. His brother, WT, will trot out to shortstop, and he'll come in to pitch. This is number 24, Cade Martin. Runners on first and second, no outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Hawks looking to tie the ball game or take the lead with 2 runners on. Time's called at the plate. Getting Cal Jones out of his rhythm just a bit. So Cade Martin, he takes his time, and he's back in the box, and quickly we'll be back underway. Jones to the plate. This one over to third base. He'll step on third across the diamond. And a double play by Britton Pipes. Britton Pipes scoops it up, steps on third, and across the diamond to Gage Bellotti. And when I tell you these Leopards are playing good baseball, you're seeing it right now. These Leopards got a lot of fight in them. And so 2 outs quickly by the Leopards. J.M. Long, he's out at second base. That's going to bring up number 18, the starting pitcher. Now second baseman, Blake Jennings. Jones will spin off the mound and look J.M. Long back to second base. Coach Fowler coaching up his catcher and his pitcher, making sure everybody's on the same page here. Big game. 1-run ball game. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Awaiting Cal Jones. Here we go to the plate. It's a breaking ball. It's in the dirt. One ball, no strikes to Jennings. Cal Jones, a little different pace than what we saw from his brother. He'll spin around. Look JM back to second base. So Blake Jennings at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Cal Jones coming in place of his brother, W.T. Jones. The pitch from Jones to the plate is driven out into center field. Braylon Blair gets under it. One hit, one man left on, no run score. Liberty Eylau's hot, and they're coming to bat when we come back from these messages from our great sponsors.
Providing excellent customer service while keeping everyone safe is a top priority here at State Bank. We are making your banking experience safer and easier with our new curbside banking program. Almost anything you need to do inside the branch can now be accomplished with curbside banking. Need to open an account, pick up a debit card, or hands-on help with mobile banking? Just pull into a designated curbside spot, call the number on the sign, and a State Bank team member will come assist you quickly. We are excited to bring you this convenience and are thankful to serve you. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Welcome back to Hawk Field. The Leopards on top by 1. We're headed to the top of the 7th inning. If you wanted some great baseball, you're getting it tonight. Not only did you get it tonight, you've gotten it 3 times so far this year from these 2 ball clubs. PG took game number 1 here at Hawk Field. Liberty Eylau took game number 2 over at Leopard Field. We are back here for game number 3 of the season where these 2 teams meet up. And right now, it's the last inning of the ball game, possibly. Knock on wood. First pitch is going to be through the gap. And a leadoff base hit by number 13, Britton Pipes. He's had multiple hits tonight. I believe everybody in the Leopard lineup has had multiple hits tonight. Xander Worthy, he's had a hit tonight. He's up to bat. So a leadoff base hit for Pipes. Xander Worthy, the DH. He's up to bat. First pitch to him, under the knees, ball number 1. Murray on the mound for the Hawks. If you're tuning in and watching on Texarkana Game Day, we sure do appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure you look up Texarkana Game Day on all of your social media. There is an Instagram, a TikTok, Facebook. What else? What am I missing? Nobody's listening to me. Okay, I hit all 3 of them. I thought there may have been something else. And the app. Yeah, go over and download, if you haven't done it yet, go download the free Texarkana Game Day app. You can tune in to all of our live broadcasts through the app. So go and get the Texarkana Game Day app, and you can also get notifications for your favorite high schools, or, like me, all of the high schools here in the Texarkana area. Get score updates, other breaking news updates through the Game Day app. And so after that talk from Coach, we're back to action. First pitch we see is going to be lifted out into center field. Brock Bearden will get under that and make easy work of that fly ball from Worthy. Braylon Blair will scramble back to first base, and so with 1 out, Blair still stands on first, and that's going to bring up, that's not Blair, that is Pipes. Britton Pipes is on first base, and that's going to bring up Ron Garza. He's the 8-hole hitter. So Murray to the plate, squares around to bunt. Garza, he pulls it back for ball number 1. Does Game Day have a Twitter? Yes, we do have a Twitter. Miss Game Day, Miss Game Day is not our number 1 source here. There's a throw over to first base. He's going to slide back in safely. There is a Twitter. And I know there used to be a Snapchat or something like that, wasn't there, at certain times where the students and stuff. So, yeah, the Snapchat's still up as well. So Garza tries to lay down the bunt, and it'll roll foul, and that'll be 1 ball and 1 strike on Ron Garza. Almost a great bunt. I think he may have actually gotten down to first base safely if it would have stayed fair. But nonetheless, it's foul. 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th. The Leopards trying to add to their lead. That one's going to be up high. Ball number 2. Throw down to first base. Not nearly in time. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Murray. The runner goes, and the ball will pop over Blake Jennings' head. Just a bad hop. He's going to wave him around. He's going to bring him all the way around. There's going to be a play at the plate, and he's going to be out at the plate. And so a collision at the plate, and that'll be out number 2. A nice job by the Hawks to get that one in. They relayed it in, and they'll make out number 2 at the plate. Liberty Eylau coaching staff trying to get those runs in there. Ron Garza stands at first base. That's going to bring up Tristan Hall. Tristan Hall hops on that one. That first pitch fastball, and it'll go foul down the third base line. No balls and 1 strike. We hope that Britton Pipes is okay. He was sliding in at home, and there was a bit of a collision between him and the catcher. We hope that he is able to come back in the game here momentarily in the bottom of the 7th. The catcher for Pleasant Grove, Josh Brown, he's okay. Murray, big lefty on the mound for the Hawks, trying to hold the Leopards to no runs here in the top of the 7th. Going to give his Hawks an opportunity to win it in the bottom of the 7th. Hall, the 0-2 pitch, he drives it again, foul down the third base line. If he could have got that one right down the line, would have been a nice base hit there for him. Well, I've caught him. That's okay. This one going to be rung up for strike number 3. That one goes down for a strikeout. Coach Fowler not happy about it. But 1 hit. 1 man left on and no runs scored. We got a 1-run ball game. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. Every time they get together, it's like this. You better stay tuned. We'll be right back here on Texarkana Game Day.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to expresspros.com to find a location near you.
Are you ready? It's time for some Texarkana Game Day baseball. Fastball on the outside corner. He rings him up just like that. 3 up and 3 down. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. If you're looking for good baseball, Texarkana is the place to be. Welcome back to Hawk Field. If you wanted drama, we got it right here in Texarkana, Texas. Pleasant Grove, they've got the last chance of the ball game. They're down by 1. First pitch of the bottom of the 7th falls in there, strike number 1. Josh Brown, the catcher, he's up to bat. Cal Jones on the mound. Second pitch, nice breaking ball down low. Josh Brown won't swing at that one, so that'll be ball number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. If you wanted some good baseball and you didn't make it to the game, we appreciate you tuning in here. And a diving catch across the diamond. Out number 1, Britton Pipes. 2 great plays by him. Cam, I wish we had it set up for replay. What a play at third base by Britton Pipes. So 1 out. The Hawks down to their final 2 outs. They're down by 1. The Leopards, they're dialed in. A breaking ball to Caden McFadden right across the knees. Strike number 1. Give them the ESPN theme song. Well, we wish we could. I think that's copyrighted, though. Second breaking ball right across the knees. Strike number 2. Cal Jones trying to finish the game out. So sidearm fastball gets past the catcher. It'll be ball number 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes for Jones. The 1-2 pitch outside, ball number 2. Going to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. It's a breaking ball. Swung on and missed. Out number 2. The Hawks down to their final out. Cal Jones feeling it. The Liberty Eylau fans, they're feeling it. The third baseman, leadoff man, Brenton Clark, he's up to bat. That one in there for strike number 1. The LE fans, they're on their feet. Coach Fowler, he's coaching them hard all the way to the end. A big swing and a miss for strike number 2. The Hawks down to their final out. And now down to their final strike. Brenton Clark, the leadoff man, no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. Cal Jones to the plate. It's high, ball number 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The LE fans on their feet. The 1-2 pitch, it's in the dirt. Ball number 2. Nate Moore calling game. Let's see if he's right. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cal Jones coming to the plate, and time was called by Brenton Clark. Clark's back in the box. The 2-2 pitch to the plate. It's high. Ball number 3. We got a full count. You know, we talked about drama. These 2 teams give it to you. Full count. 2 outs. What could you ask for? Here's a pitch right down the middle. Strike number 3. LE takes game number 3, and they're fired up. Maroon and white. Celebration. What a game by the Liberty Eylau Leopards. Cannot say enough about their play in the field and at the plate. Multiple diving catches at third base by Brenton Pipes. Multiple great plays out in center field by Braylon Blair. Both Jones brothers dealing it on the mound. You wanted good baseball, you got it 3 times in a row. PG takes game 1. LE takes game 2. Tonight, decided it all. Game number 3 goes to LE. A great job by Liberty Eylau. Again, a big thanks to all of our sponsors: State Bank, Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital, Total Medical Supply, Gregor Auto Group, Texana Bank, our scoreboard sponsor, Commercial National Bank, Brian Bolt Agency, Shelter Insurance, Conterra, Dr. Pepper, Browning Homes, Express Employment, Kelly Ashbrook State Farm, Sports Magic, Livewire, Red River Lumber, Phone Pros, TXK Marketing, and Complete Computing Solutions. Want to give a big thanks to all of our game day crew here working overtime on Friday night, but man, was it not worth it? Everyone tuning in at home. Man, what a great game between these crosstown rivals. Hopefully, maybe, we'll see him play again in the postseason. And so for Brian Bolt and all of the Texarkana game day crew here live at Hawk Field, our score 4-3. The Liberty Eylau Leopards take it tonight. We'll see you somewhere down the road for more high school baseball right here on Texarkana Game Day. We're out.